Ranked at number 5, we've got Nga Nguyen, aka Nga Anara, 24, from Vietnam. And my first impression was literally, oh great, a goddess just logged in and decided to break the algorithm. Like, Girls IG had me double tapping before I could even breathe. Her social vibe? Think sultry mystery with a cinematic filter. She's got this whole silhouette tease thing going on, leaning into curves and shadows like she's choreographing temptation. Premium side? Her OnlyFans runs on mid to high pricing, consistent drops, but always framed like gallery work rather than casual snaps. Honestly, her art direction is wild. Smart posing, film tones, a vibe that screams high-end instead of chaotic thirst trapping. But here's the drawback. It gets emotionally flat. Everything is so heavily stylized that after scrolling a while, it feels more like flipping through an artsy catalog than having a personal connection. That's a big deal if you're paying monthly. You don't just want curated visuals, you want authenticity, a moment that feels alive. And with Ngan, sometimes that spark goes missing. Still, if you're into moody aesthetics and don't mind less intimacy, the sub can be worth it. Best suited for die-hard aesthete lovers, silhouette chasers, and collectors of clean visuals. Final rating, 7.3. And sliding into number 4, higher than Ngan for a reason, we've got Mercedes Blanche, 25, Hungarian-Canadian. And my first impression was harsh honesty. She doesn't seduce with shadow tricks. She hits you with raw confession energy, like an Instagram diary that accidentally got too intimate. She's sitting at 370K on IG, her OnlyFans around $18 a month, posting every few days with captions that read like midnight texts you weren't supposed to see. Her vibe isn't glossy seduction. It's messy vulnerability, dressed as fantasy. If Nan was the mysterious goddess behind silk curtains, Mercedes feels like the wounded angel who still dared to keep the camera on. It's far less polished, yet way more piercing. Here's the thing. Sometimes her content loops too much around self-pity, and not every fan wants to feel like they're in her therapy chair. But unlike Top 5, she doesn't leave you guessing. She delivers feeling, loud, fast, unapologetic. At 8 teams, she's slightly overpriced considering the production value, but the intimacy factor makes it still worth more than John's distant art shots. If you're into pretty lies, stick with 5. If you want brutal honesty wrapped in allure, this is the upgrade. Best for late-night overthinkers, not the casual scrollers. Final rating, 7.8. She walks in like a storm disguised as sunshine. Vera Dijkmans, 27, from the Netherlands. And yes, we've officially hit top 3 territory, where the air gets thinner. Her vibe? Dangerous honey. Think bad girl in designer heels clutching a Bible, all hips and whispers, teasing like sin dressed up as holiness. And the numbers don't lie. 6 million on Instagram, a TikTok army, and a global rep that feels untouchable. But here's the catch. She's expensive and sometimes repetitive. Bikini, crop top, city lights on loop. You might scroll and feel déjà vu. Compared to Top 4's hyper-polished artistry, Vera risks falling into her own patterns. But then, those curves are mathematically engineered temptation, and her storytelling? It's not just photos, it's empire. Brand deals, catwalks, LA shoots, Dubai flights. Sure, $20 a month might sting, but when she packages seduction with feminism and body positivity, suddenly the price feels like an initiation fee. Ordinary girls sell access. Vera sells a kingdom. Final word? Solid 8.4. Best for diehards who crave dominance dressed in softness. Skip if you want cheap thrills or need daily intimacy. Sliding into number 2, and honestly I wrestled with this, we've got Natalie King, 27, Georgia-born, ex-cheerleader turned lifestyle oracle. She doesn't sell fantasy the way Vera Dijkmans does. She sells the feeling of finally breathing in your own skin, and that's worth millions in influence. Her feeds look deceptively simple. Tank top, sunlight, beiges, and browns. But behind that minimalism is curation so disciplined it feels accidental, like she just woke up and invented taste. What gets you isn't just her symmetry, which yes feels like Blender geometry done right, but her restraint. She never overshares, never tries to be louder than the light falling on her shoulders. And that precision is her magic, and her problem. Sometimes Natalie feels distant, too composed, untouchable. Where Vera floods you with excess, Natalie leaves you slightly hungry. Fans buy into her vibe not because she offers access, but because she withholds it. Does it work? Undeniably, it makes her posts linger in your head, but it caps her intimacy, which is why she's staring at the crown instead of wearing it. Final score, a meticulous, haunting 8.7. Perfect for followers who crave slow burn elegance, not chaos. Fans buy into her vibe not because she offers access, but because she withholds it. Does it work? Undeniably. It makes her posts linger in your head, but it caps her intimacy, which is why she's staring at the crown instead of wearing it. Final score, a meticulous, haunting 8.7. Perfect for followers who crave slow burn elegance, not chaos. We've counted down some serious contenders: mystery, artistry, restraint, but number one was never in doubt, because the crown belongs to Alina Rose, 24, Latina American from California. 4 million on Instagram, 5 million on TikTok, 500,000 monthly likes, and subscriptions flying at $9.99. Numbers that don't just flex reach, they flex loyalty. And here's why. Alina isn't another pretty face curating angles. She's the architect of an atmosphere. Golden hour skin that turns a scroll into cinema. Captions that sting like they were ripped from your own diary. DM replies tailored like soft riddles instead of templates, and surprise drops that feel like gifts instead of content. Others played in aesthetics, others teased intimacy. She merges both and elevates them. Her posts don't just drip allure, they follow arcs: slow Sundays in silk, rooftop twilights, a single glass of wine held like a secret. That's storytelling, not thirst trapping, and it's why her only $9 feels criminal. I paid once, and swear I forgot to breathe through the entire clip, because she doesn't hint at fantasy. She builds worlds and lets you sink. I paid once, and swear I forgot to breathe through the entire clip, because she doesn't hint at fantasy. She builds worlds and lets you sink.